You don't need to win every battle. Focus on winning the war. What's the war? The war is getting your son through college or married, creating wealth and jobs for your kids, taking care of your spouse, moving your family to a better place. What your kids do with that money, that's their battle, not yours. If they spend it wisely, great. If they blow it, that's on them. Getting my wife to California, that's my war. What the house looks like inside, that's a battle I don't need to fight. Let her decorate how she wants. Me, I just want one room. A room for my football helmets, my jerseys, my memories. That's all I ask. Why? Because I'd rather live in peace with someone I love than win every small battle and end up alone. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. So what makes some people average, some great? It's not what family you were born into, your financial status. It's how you command your life. Bad day, there's no such thing. You had a bad moment and you let that moment control your whole day. That's not maturity. That's emotional weakness. You're not in elementary school anymore. A fifth grader can't control their mindset, but you can. You're grown now. But here's the truth. Some of you are adults by age, but still children in your behavior. Just being 18 or 25 doesn't make you grown. Maturity means learning how to control your emotions. If you're still catching attitudes, throwing fits, you're not grown in that area. That area still controls you. Almost got into a car accident? That was 10 hours ago. Let it go. Argued with a friend? That was 2 days ago. Why are you still mad? That's immaturity. You don't know how many days you got left. Stop wasting your life on petty battles. Win the war. Let me keep it real. You don't know how many days you have left. You're not God. You don't create your own breath. You don't wake yourself up in the morning. So why are you wasting your limited time on foolishness? You've got to learn to control yourself. Not just your schedule, your mindset, your habits, your emotions. I'm not here because I'm special. I'm here because one day I said, bro, get it together. You don't have control of your life. I was watching TV, playing video games, when I should have been out grinding. People say, E, I want to be like you. No, you don't. You're not ready for this level of grind. Some of y'all do great when you're at home, but the minute you hit the road, you fall apart. What does that mean? You only perform when conditions are perfect, but when it rains, when it's hard, you fold. That's not strength. That's weakness dressed up as confidence. Listen, if I need to get up early for money, I'm a morning person. If I need to compete in someone else's city, I'm bringing the heat. Stop playing. You can't only be strong when life is easy. You need to be a morning person, an afternoon person, a night person, a when I'm tired person, a when I'm sick person, a when I'm traveling person. No excuses, no off days. Someone once looked at me and said, "You tired?" I was like, "Bro, are you crazy? I'm just getting started." I had to do 2 back-to-back speeches, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Then they wanted me to wait until 8 p.m. to speak again. I sat there for 3 hours, then went up and killed it because this is the grind. Let me be real with you. The things you don't have control over are the exact things holding you back. At some point, you've got to stop being a slave to your nature. If I asked you what your biggest challenge is, you already know the answer. You're not dumb. You just don't fight it. And that's the real problem. So today, I'm challenging you to fight it. You're not having a bad day. You're having bad thoughts. I read something powerful. The human brain can think about millions of things, but it can't think about 2 ideas at the same time. So if you're having a bad moment, it means your mind is locked in on the wrong thing. Shift your focus. You're focused on what's wrong and ignoring everything that's right. That's why your life feels broken. It's crazy how we are as humans. We notice the bad, we talk about the bad, but we ignore the good. You harp on everything that's wrong, but you don't give that same energy to what's right. That's where you're messing up. You're stuck where you are because you're focused on things you shouldn't even be focused on. Let me break this down. If you know anything about basketball, you know the name Michael Jordan. At the end of every season, he'd win the scoring title. Let's say he averaged 32 points per game. The next best guy, 30. Maybe the one after him, 29. That's just 1 or 2 more baskets per game. And yet, Jordan made millions more, became a global icon. just because of one extra shot. It wasn't 10 more shots. It wasn't 5. It was just 1 or 2 more, consistently. That's the difference between average and legendary. That's the difference between almost and all in. He made that one sacrifice and it changed his whole life. You're not where you want to be. Not because you need to do everything. It's just one more shot, one more rep, one more hour. You're not broke because you're lazy. You're just not waking up 30 minutes earlier. Your relationship isn't failing because it's over. You're just not giving one more ounce of effort. You hit the snooze button when you could be hitting your next level. You're daydreaming about success instead of living it. It's not that far away. You're not 20 shots away. You're just one decision away. And here's what's wild. Right before the breakthrough, it gets darkest. The dawn doesn't come until you face the darkness. So stop tripping when life gets hard. Stop running from the struggle. That pain is part of the process. I never quit. Why? Because how are you going to give something 10 years and then give up? You've already invested so much. Why quit now? You're too deep in, too close. It only takes 10,000 hours to master your craft. And some of y'all at 9,800 and thinking about quitting. Your problem isn't your struggle. Your problem is your perspective. You thought the dream meant it was going to be easy. You thought it was just going to happen. But life punches you in the mouth. Life says, you sure you want this? Your wife gets sick. Your aunts die of cancer. Your friends walk away. Your family disowns you. People call you bougie for leveling up. But I paid too much to quit now. If I was going to quit, I would have quit back in that abandoned building when I was thinking about taking my life. I don't talk about that often because I don't want to give anyone bad ideas. But I've been there. I heard that voice. Your mom don't want you. Your dad don't want you. Take your life. And I didn't quit. So why would I quit over a grade, over a failed class, over a broken relationship? Nah, I came too far. I've lost too much. I need a return on this pain. I didn't cry for nothing. I didn't struggle for nothing. I'm getting my reward. You know why people rock with me? Because I know what you've been through, and I didn't quit. I felt what you felt, and I didn't stop. I earned my reward, and because I didn't quit, my wife eats, my kids thrive. My legacy is alive. If I had quit, I'd have ended up just like the men before me. Men who walked away, men who quit. But I don't take L's anymore. I take lessons. I take leadership. I take legacy.